told you lanes, we are not the same.
Up next, it's an NFC West rematch. In Week 5, we saw the Cardinals defeat the 49ers. Arizona's now won 10 of their last 13 meetings, and they'll go for the season sweep right here on EA Sports.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the so-called Silicon Valley at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they loved their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. Alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they enter play here. They were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Cardinals here, they were losers their last time out. They're going to try to get back in the win column, but obviously they're going to have to do that in a hostile environment.
And sometimes it actually works to your advantage. Now you've got to band together your team, the us against the world mentality. Let's see if they can use it and get a victory.
First 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Taken at the goal line. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. The 40. The 20. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense coming out here for the first time, led by their quarterback, Jimmy Garoppolo. Garoppolo, 5th season with the 49ers, 8th overall in the National Football League.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance, because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him the win. And they'll run. This is Trey Sermon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 131 yards.
And the way they ran the ball in last week's game has to be satisfying to their entire staff, because they're seeing not just a back gain big yardage, but they're seeing an offensive line really in sync.
And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Play action, Garoppolo. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This, the second meeting of these two teams. You might recall they met back in Week 5. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Meanwhile, Garoppolo's throw pulled in by Kittle. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
That's over the middle and caught by Ryu. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cardinals have got it. Going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Arizona Cardinals offense coming out here for the first time, and you get a peek at Kyler Murray, the dangerous offensive weapon now in his 3rd season in the National Football League.
And he made both sides happy last week, didn't he?
3-3.
I mean, his guys, they caught 3 touchdown passes, but he threw 3 interceptions.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that challenge, a successful one. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Gold with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Moore now on the return. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Cardinal offense takes back over. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Throwing now is Murray. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to the running back, Chase Edmonds. Touchdown, Cardinals! Chase Edmonds, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. Well, CD, with receivers, we talk about their speed, great hands. It's tough to quantify elusiveness, but they say he has great elusiveness, and he showed it right there with a run after the catch.
Yeah, and that was sheer determination right there. He decided before the play, if there was a sliver, he was going to take advantage of it. Looked the ball in, turned on the Jets, and took it all the way.
And the next-gen stats show us the tale of how much yardage he was able to tack on after the catch. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, and now Garoppolo lost the football, and the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches. On the flip side, they've got to figure out how to hold the ball because the play calls seem to be okay. They're just not executing.
Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. Touchdown! Christian Kirk with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cardinals are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know these wide receivers are about flash and dash and high-flying plays, but a good number of them played running back at some point in their career, and that's how they finish off a lot of their big plays, run after the catch.
And this time he finishes off the big play in the end zone. Prater on to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. A nice, tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position, and only one play to score it. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field, and they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes...
And now off to the races, down the right side. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Gold to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. One of the shortest drives you'll ever see. One play, 75 yards, 6 points. Set to return it. Here's Moore. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Throwing to start the drive. Murray. And caught. Right side. Green. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Now remember, these two teams met in Glendale earlier in the season with the Cards coming out on top. So a win here in Santa Clara would give them the season series. From the 29, Murray. And this one caught by Max Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. To throw, it's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 29-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And this, incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And that will be incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Garoppolo now, first down throw. Pressure comes and the Cardinals bring him down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up second down.
65. 11.
A give for Sermon running right. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. There's Garoppolo to throw. And that is incomplete.
These two offenses have gone up and down the field so far in the first half. Finally. Here's a stop on 3rd down.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Returning it is Moore. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So and Murray in trouble here, and down he goes. DJ Jones. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. To try again after the sack. Murray flushed out right. Going deep for Hopkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And looking for Coke, but this pass is intercepted.
Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So Garoppolo off. Coming on is the veteran Robbie Gould for the 49er field goal. Oh, they pitch to the tight end. It's a fake. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Murray now to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. And he is going to have a Cardinals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. Cardinal football here to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Murray a give. This is Connor. Shreds the tackle. And he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And the 49ers are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. That ball caught, Brandon Ayuk. Touchdown, 49ers. Brandon Ayuk, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's polished off by a touchdown for San Francisco. More now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The football going back over to Arizona now. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Murray. That is caught. It's Williams. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Connor going backwards here on the 1st down carry. Stopped up for a loss of a couple.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
On 2nd and 12, Murray flush to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he has the 1st down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
And there's James Conner with a run that gets everyone's attention. He joined the Arizona Cardinals after 4 years in Pittsburgh. And his best year with the Steelers, 2018, named a Pro Bowler after a 973-yard, 13-touchdown campaign. Mixed results the last couple of years as he's been in and out of the lineup. But with consistency, he can still be an effective runner.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Here's Murray sliding out of the pocket. Murray has the first down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Draw play, Edmonds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cardinals unable to convert there on 4th down. And the 49ers are going to get the football back. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. First man through. It's the fullback Juszczyk. And shutting him off, now open field. And they're able to get this one across the 35. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we can at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. There's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. To the right side, and he's got more complete. That catch good for only a couple. 2nd down and 8. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 41-yard line. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 41. On the handoff, Sermon. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the 2nd quarter.
On 2nd down, another shot for Sermon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And Sermon is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. And Gold is able to put it through, and that will tie us at 24 all. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
They begin on the ground here with Connor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, Murray eluding the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Rolling to his right. And that'll be incomplete.
And he is such a tough quarterback to defend because you got to remember, arguably, he's more dangerous outside the pocket than he is in it. But how about the job they did defensively to stay with the receiver and knock the ball away? I
I think they had a sigh of relief there because oftentimes when he gets outside the pocket, big plays result downfield.
That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it, but listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
And he is trying to get to the marker. Going to depend on the spot, but I'm not sure he got there, and he did not. So shall we say a... decision to go for it, and that bold decision does not pay off.
And when you talk about bold, you're saying all caps?
All caps.
Yeah, without a doubt. Maybe they're telling their defense they have a lot of faith in them. I mean, that's how you have to spin it, is that you tell your defense, you know something? We were able to go for it there because you guys are so good. I'm not worried about things. That's the only explanation I can come up with in this situation.
Well, he better get ready to spin it for that post-game presser because you know he's going to be out.
He's going to have to spin it for his own.
And now Garoppolo lost the football, but an alert 49er able to gain possession, so they will indeed hold on to the pigskin. So danger averted for the moment, but now here's a 3rd and long. Garoppolo now. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Now Prater to add the PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead now. Defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
They give to Sermon out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 119 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Garoppolo on 1st down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the 1st half. If you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And he is going to have the Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this 1st half. Another carry here for the fullback Juszczyk. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this 1st half. On 1st down, Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Looking to throw again on second down. Garoppolo. And his throw here's incomplete. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. And it's third and short. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. To throw is Garoppolo. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the 49ers are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Gold with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Well, the Cardinal offense going to take over late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Murray now on first down. Flushed out right. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
You definitely would like to hit on that one because now you've got third and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
And he goes out right around the 39. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The offense stays put. They failed twice already in this first half, but they're going to go a third time here on fourth down. On the slant, complete to Hopkins. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Murray. He'll buy some time right. Murray has the first down and more. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. A final shot before half from Murray. Touchdown, Cardinals! Max Williams as time expires in the first half. And the Cards have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
Well, my education continues in this game, I've got to tell you, because there's not an analyst in the world that would have said pass up the field goal here, go for it, and expect for it to be successful, and it was. I mean, they're playing this one just like a video game.
Especially for the final play of the first half to have the guts to do that. But I guess what do we say? The end will justify the means, right?
No doubt about it. For you and me, we live, we learn.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Cards with the lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a handoff. Sermon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 132 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And the all-pro safety Buda Baker in on the tackle. When you think about this strong safety position, they're the more bulkier guys in the free safety, but that time great athleticism to hustle in and break up that play. On the quick handoff, it's Juszczyk. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. Sermon now on 1st and 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Running right through him and inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw, it's Garoppolo. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
Now Garoppolo lost the football. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Christian Kirk and company heading back onto the field. Where he stands right now, as you see, already over 1,000. You have to think 2,000 is a real possibility. Long way to go in the season, but what he's done so far, spectacular.
It is, and you know what he's also hoping for? that he's going to play a lot of man coverage from here on out, because one of the best ways to slow down production is to go to zone and double, triple team, put a number of people in the area that you expect him to run into. But man-to-man, every receiver believes he's going to win that battle. And, you know, they all do. They all keep kind of a book, you know, on what the defenders do, what their moves are, their best things. And he wants to be able to refer to that book and beat one guy at a time.
They'll roll him out right. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 47. Here's a give to Edmonds running to the right. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Nick Bosa using that speed to get in there and break that play up. 2nd down and another run with Edmonds. Finds a seam inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 34.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. And the catch made by Hopkins. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Here's a handoff to Connor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've run the ball 3 times with passing touchdowns. But guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flush to his right. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Williams. And the Niners are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Garoppolo looks to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
And there are really very few fullbacks that get used as weapons in the passing game. But Kyle Juszczyk, definitely one of them. Part of the reason he's been a Pro Bowler 5 years in a row.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
It's pretty easy to overlook the fullback when you're making your assignments defensively in the pass coverage game, but in this case, they made him pay for that oversight and picks up a nice gain.
Open man is Ayuk, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big play that time through the air. 30 yards. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. They'll find Ayuk open right side. Touchdown! Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. Moore now on the return. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. Rondale Moore. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Arizona.
Again, help me, partner. I get fired up. 2 kickoff returns for touchdowns in the same game. This is fun to watch.
Yeah, we call a lot of games in a lot of different places. Sometimes it seems like we do it simultaneously, but we rarely get to see this. Extra point good by Prater, and that will make this a 4-point game. Well, we talk a lot about explosive plays on offense. How about an explosive play on special teams? Certainly one there on the kick return for a touchdown. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. 36 yards on the punt with no return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. It'll be Edmonds to begin the drive. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
This is our time.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to the ground on 1st down, Edmonds. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Oh, baby, the old line rolling now, baby.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. 54 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Murray now to throw. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he is going to have the Cardinals 1st down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
That's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or a takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Now a give, right side. Edmonds. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that that word, put it in bold. Here we go. Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 18. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Again, it's Sermon. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 4 as they work with his 4-point fourth-quarter lead. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Sermon. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Garoppolo. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now Garoppolo. Taking a shot for Samuel. And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And he is going to have the 49ers first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4. So in the Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a run with Sermon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Garoppolo to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 21.
The kind of game he's had so far, he had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled.
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And the Cardinals will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, I don't want to take too much away from his performance throwing the football. He's got the 4 touchdown passes, but this now a 2nd interception of the ball game.
And, partner, part of what's gotten him the 4 touchdowns is a certain fearlessness. But that fearlessness borders with recklessness, and the latter just occurred.
63 yards on the ground for him so far. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here.
Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 1st and 10 is counter. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 14. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Back to throw, Murray. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they will take a knee here. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they take a knee. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? And they'll indeed take a knee.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they?